Hi, it's me again, whatever my name is. Today I'm bringing a 2020 summer wave review with a few friends of mine. So if you guys want to introduce yourselves,
Yo,
yeah. So it's a few high school friends and then some other friends. So Wilson, if you want to go first, say
All
something
right.
about you.
I'm Wilson Figures over on Instagram. I used to do YouTube mostly, but now photography easier to do. You can check me out at Wilson Figures on Instagram.
And I'll have his Insta in the description. And BigMac, now if you want to go.
I'm BigMac and I'm just here to help, nothing else.
Yeah. So yeah, on to the actual sets now. So the first set here is the Advent calendar. It is going to be $40, and it's set 75279. Overall, I don't have any really strong opinions about the set. I mean, it's like a normal Advent calendar. I mean, do you guys have anything you want to say about it?
Yeah. I've been buying advent calendars each year for like the past 6 years, and this one it's probably the best one since 2014. Um, the Vader is great. And I like the Sith Trooper and the Stormtrooper in it because those are great.
Yeah.
Just army builders.
Overall, I mean, I'm probably gonna sound like a dick when I say this, but I'm happy that they didn't use the Bespin Luke like the original images showed, because I mean, I think that there is value to having like rare minifigs, and I mean, sure, it sucks that not everyone's able to get them, but they're like for the people that do have them, it is like more special. Yeah. Ethan or Shadowstrike, do you have anything you want to say about it?
I'm not really a big fan of the Advent calendar, so I'm not gonna buy it. But overall, though, it does have a lot of good figures, in my opinion.
And BigMac, anything?
Well, in my opinion, it's one of the best calendars we got so far. The meetings are great, the booths are full, and we got a secret code for the new Lego set.
Your mic cut out just now, I think.
You said there's a secret code for the
Oh
new
yeah.
Star Wars game.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, on to the thing that people actually care about, the 501st Battle Pack. Thing that everyone has been waiting for, the 501st Battle Pack. I'm definitely going to get quite a few of these, and I'm overall very excited for the set. The one thing that I don't like, and I think basically everyone is said the same thing, is just the ATRT turret just doesn't, or blaster doesn't look good because it's like 3 studs long and it's a stud shooter.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why they couldn't have just done the same thing that they did with the 20th anniversary. Because that one, I mean, that was a good blend of the two. So, yeah. Overall, I mean, at this point, I've kind of stopped being bothered by the oversized factor of it. I mean, they've done so many at this point, it doesn't really matter. And the bark speeder, I also like. It seems like it's quite a bit bigger than most of them that I've seen, like that Lego makes. But it looks good. And something I actually noticed is I think like the front wedge piece is, it might be a new piece or it might not, but at first
No.
it's not. Okay, because I mean I assumed that it was used before, but I haven't noticed it before. So yeah, that's interesting. And then obviously the main thing is like people have been saying stuff about the helmets or the white arms, and overall, I mean, sure, we all would prefer arm printing, but that's just unrealistic like at this scale with like 3 of the same minifigure. And I mean, we know that a lot of them are gonna sell. So yeah. Wilson, you have
Do you
anything
guys
to say about
prefer
it?
the?
You guys there?
Yeah, and
Sorry. Sorry.
yeah. I actually like the figures.
I mean, I like them. I think that they're just a little
good inclusion.
controversial.
I like that they're solid white for people that decal. Like that's so much easier.
Yeah.
And the bark speeder looks incredible.
Yeah, the bark speeder definitely looks good.
I think the only thing I would change on it is just get rid of the stud shooters, but other than that, it's perfect.
Yeah, and I mean it's good that they have the battle droids too, because I mean it's obviously they can't really fight against them reasonably, but it's a good little addition.
And also, like, the set is really good for both Republic and Separatist army buildings.
Yeah.
It gives two
Yeah.
normal battle droids.
BigMac, do you have any?
Well, I like how the clones have normal blasters instead of stud shooters. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the
great.
biggest
That's
factor.
a very nice thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that they kind of continue this trend every year or like 6 months or something where they release like a bigger battle pack. I think
it's not actually a battle pack. It's
well,
just...
I mean like kind of that style where it's like an army building set basically.
I would say $30 is also worth it since
I think it's a very good deal for
there's that's like there's that General Grievous speeder bike from a couple of years back that was like $50 and it only came with 2 minifigures. Like I'm like,
and
this is
it was a terrible
$30 and it comes with 6 figures. Like so much better.
Yeah, and also I forgot to mention the set number for this is 75280. The holy set number. So yeah, and again it's $30. I think that's all we have to say about about this. I think everyone's pretty happy with it, and I think it's obviously going to sell insanely well. The Interceptor here, overall, I think this is one of the more controversial sets of this wave, just because they made one. They made an Anakin's Jedi Interceptor in 2014, and it was I think $20, and this one is $30 with the set number of 7528081. God. But I mean, overall, I think it looks good, and I'm probably still gonna get it because I like the Jedi Interceptor. But I'm probably gonna get it later. And again, like the I mean, Anakin having the Mustafar torso is like very annoying, but I have like a theory about that I'll probably share with like the Grievous Starfighter because that's like the more well-known one. But yeah, overall I think the prices, I mean, it could definitely be lower, but it's a good looking build. And also something I noticed is the canopy looks like it has some like silver printed on it, which the past the past ones haven't had that, and so that's interesting to me. Because I mean it looks really good. So yeah, anyone else have anything to say about it?
I'm pretty sure. Oh, you can go first.
You can go.
So I'm pretty sure that the Anakin's Jedi Interceptor is pretty much like the same thing as the old what year one, like the
2014.
14.
Yeah, the 2014 one mixed with some parts of Obi-Wan's from.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I mean that's pretty. I think like especially like these like the main like two blaster cannons on it. Are like pretty sure identical. If I.
No, yeah, the build is the same except original. I'm pretty sure they're black. Have the Obi-Wan's
Yeah,
one.
exactly. Something I noticed is they changed the color of the blasters from black to gray, which I don't know how I feel about that. I think it's different at least.
Also use the Nexonite shield piece on the back. That's new. I actually think that looks
much
better.
I like the Nexonite's shield too. And it's definitely good because like it really ties the back like angles together. And I like, I mean, the cockpit piece, or not the cockpit piece, like the cockpit itself. I don't really know how I feel about it. I mean, I think it could have been deeper, so Anakin wasn't like leaning back, but it seems fine. So yeah. Anything else?
One gripe with all these Starfighter sets is that they include the the microphone, and then they don't include a back print without the microphone, which makes it really annoying. I just don't like that.
Yeah, they should like make one side of the face with the microphone headset and another side of the face like without it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
honestly, and that's annoying because all of the Anakins I have, I've gone from the Starfighters, and I've got one episode 2 one, but it's like I have no episode 3 or like Clone Wars Anakin without the microphone, and it's so annoying.
I have one Clone Wars Anakin from like what year? And it's got like the old Clone Wars style face, and I absolutely despise it.
Let's be honest, no one wants to use those minifigs in anything.
The only non-headset Anakin I have is the one from I think 2011 from the like Green Jedi Interceptor.
That's from the Jedi Duel.
Yeah.
And the Night Sister speeder bike. That's good. Right.
One sec. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. So yeah, I think we've said everything that we want to say about the Interceptor. The AAT, I think, is like the second most typeset out of like this wave. I mean, I think the minifigures are definitely good, but the actual AAT, I still have a few problems with, mainly like the front bit with like the driver compartment. Not necessarily like the actual like compartment, but just the way it's shaped. It just seems too angular, whereas on the actual AAT, it's more of like a circular shape. And
proportions look bad.
and I mean, I think like a lot of people have been complaining, saying like the cannon's too long, but I think that like the cannon's proportion, yeah, it's a little too long, but I think that it looks better that way. Because I mean, I feel like the AAT kind of maybe it's like a visual like trick, but it looks like it has like a very long cannon even if it doesn't. So yeah, and obviously getting Ahsoka and a 332nd Trooper is amazing. And I forgot to mention, but this is going to be $40, and it's set number 75283. So anyone else have anything that I didn't cover?
Yes. I actually love the AT-AT. It is literally, it is perfect. You can fit both droids into it, which is amazing.
I think that was a very good thing that they did with that.
And it comes apart. It looks really well. It's not. If you play when playing in Battlefront 2, you walk up in front of an AT. This is the scale that it is. A Lego figure. It is to scale, and I think the design is perfect. And of course, I love the figures.
Yeah, I mean, I think that
Except for that,
the scale is definitely correct, but I think we all remember the Clone Wars AAT, and I think we all just want like something basically exactly like that, and the newer ones that they're doing that are smaller, I think we're just not gonna get it like that.
yeah. We'll see. One problem I have with the figures though is Ahsoka's headpiece.
Yes, it's way too high. Like
so high up, and it just doesn't look right. Like should have just made a new piece that was like in between this one and the old one.
Yeah, because it's like, and honestly, the main thing is like the her like headband thing is also printed really high up, and I'm like hoping that I get I'm hoping to get like a misprint or something, and it like prints it too low by accident where it actually looks good.
It has to be higher up so it looks more proportionate. If it was lower down, then it would be there'd be too much of a big gap in between her horns and her
headband. That's a good point. And I mean, I'm happy that they have like actual AAT droids because I'm pretty sure they're the exact same as the Kashyyyk battle droids, but yeah. I mean, they don't look bad at all.
They look accurate. Those were in the Clone Wars.
Yeah, exactly. In like the first few episodes, you notice them. Yeah. Did I interrupt you, BigMac?
Wait, what?
I thought you were saying something.
Yeah, we see them in episode 1 of season 1 of the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. The main thing that I wish is that Lego used the 1x3 bar piece for one of Ahsoka's lightsabers because one of them is shorter, but they I don't think they've ever printed it in or made it in a transparent color, so I don't think that they're
Have it?
gonna do
No,
that.
they do have it in transparent color. Years ago, there was a uh, there was a what was his name? Mr.
Kylo Ren,
Burns
like
from this. There's a
it was
Mr.
like Kylo
Burns
Ren.
from the CMF who had a short green rod
Oh yeah, I've
by
had
3.
oh yeah, I had him because
I don't know where that
I
went, but
have
that's a good one.
yeah, I have all of the Simpson stuff, and I remember I was like looking for it because I lost it. Yeah, I completely forgot about that, but yeah, they really should have done that, and it's
Also,
unfortunate
Kylo
that they
Ren's
didn't.
buildable figure has a red one of those.
Really, and it
Yeah,
was like the short one.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's a missed opportunity. I think they definitely should have done that. But yeah, overall, I mean, the Ahsoka's still like a really good figure, and yeah, the set's overall pretty insane.
Transport.
Yeah, my bad. It's not the Night Buzzard. It's the Kylo Ren or Knights of Ren transport ship. But it is gonna retail for I think yeah $70, and it's 75284. Overall, I think for its size, it looks really good. I just wish that there was more of an interior. I don't really have much to say about it because I don't like sequel stuff. So, I mean,
I
I'm not going to be buying
yeah,
this, but
same.
I'm not gonna buy it. The only reason I would ever buy it would be to complete the Knights of Ren, and I don't even have any of the other Knights of Ren, so I don't even need it.
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
pretty sure the only point of this set was just to complete the Knights of Ren skeleton for people.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
so tiny. This set is
Yeah,
so
I agree.
tiny.
if they wanted to like do it justice, then they probably should have given it like the 160 spot. But also, I
Yeah,
really love the AT-AT, so I'm happy they didn't.
it's literally 595 pieces.
Yeah,
It's tiny for $70.
Yeah,
Like
it's very small for what it
I
is.
also don't like how they reused that Ray figure. Like they should have had like a Chewbacca maybe instead.
yeah, they
should have
should.
included more figures.
Ray
Three
is
Yeah,
so
figures
three
for a
figures.
common.
$70 set. Like a lot of the reasons people buy sets is for the figures.
Mm-hmm.
It's a seventy
Yeah,
dollar set. They have a $30 set that includes 6 figures, but a $70 set that includes 3 figures. Like it's stupid.
Yeah.
yeah.
More figures.
I mean, yeah, and it's nice that they have like landing gear on it though, but because I remember like I always wanted landing gear on my ships, and Lego didn't make enough of them with it. So I'm happy that now they're actually putting landing gear on ships more. But yeah, I don't think any of us are like looking forward to the set, but it's there and it looks good. So if you'd like sequel stuff, then you should probably get it.
Should have included a hooded array. That would have been much
Yeah,
better.
I would
Like an exclusive hooded array.
That would have been great. Okay, so now we're getting to probably the most controversial set of this wave, the General Grievous' Starfighter. It is retailing for a whopping $80 when it has 487 pieces, and it's a set number 75286. Obviously, a lot of people, I think a lot of people are disappointed with the minifigure selection
yeah.
for a few reasons, just because, I mean, we all wanted a Phase 2
Phase 2
Cody.
commander memory.
Yeah.
And then
True.
it didn't happen. And then just to like kick us in the nuts again, they reused the Obi-Wan.
And
Not a
also
bad
they use
Obi-Wan though.
It's not
Obi-Wan
a
from
bad Obi-Wan. It's
Mustafar, I
just not
mean.
accurate to the scene.
Could be like he did have
Well, yeah, but
on him
I
in
mean, it's
Grievous.
if you look at the scenes, he didn't have like burnt holes in his tunic. I mean, the
Yeah.
main thing is the okay. So I'm gonna share like why I think they reused like the Obi-Wan and Anakin, and that's simply just because like it costs a lot to like make a whole new torso and like mass produce it and stuff. And I think right now they're just trying to save money.
They made a whole new airborne trooper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, they were gonna do that anyway. Like, I mean, it was like they already changed the style for Clone Troopers, so they kind of had to do that. But like the main thing with the Obi-Wan is I think that they're probably going to change it down the line once things become a bit more stable, and hopefully they can fix the printing on Obi-Wan and also Anakin. So I'm probably going to hold off on buying this until then, but I am probably going to buy it even though it is absurdly overpriced. Because at the end, it's still a good set.
Model is good.
I mean, I think it's 100% an improvement over the 2011 one, I think.
2009.
No,
It had
definitely.
not
It
our
was
bed in
either
it.
No,
it was either
2010.
2010. Okay, it was 2010.
Yeah, it had not our bed in it. So
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just overpriced, and that's the main thing. So I'm probably gonna wait until it goes on sale, and it's 100% gonna go on sale. So. Yeah.
Like I said before, with the Grievous Combat Speeder, I actually bought that set.
Same.
Bought it much later for like much cheaper on Amazon, and I got it for like $20.
Yeah, and also I need a new episode 3 Grievous, because the one I got with the Grievous wheel bike chase, its head's like the clip that attaches to the body is like cracked, so he's basically decapitated right now. So I can't really use him. So I'm using my 2005 General Grievous instead.
Yeah.
Do you guys prefer the lighter colored Grievous or like the darker tannish one from the Malevolent set?
So I'm pretty sure like the color is like in between that. So I think normally he should be white, but like he was like, I don't know.
He's white
it was
in
either
the
in the
Clone Wars,
the original Clone Wars, yeah. And I mean, I think I like how he looks more in white, but I think like he looks more accurate in tan. But like it might just be like in the Clone Wars he was 100% tan. Yeah. I don't really care honestly what color he is, because he still looks really good in both. So yeah, anything else you guys have to say about it?
Fine.
I got nothing.
Okay, cool. Now on to the ET-AT, which I think a lot of people are looking forward to. It's retailing for $160, and it's set 75288. Honestly, like the price to part ratio is not like the greatest thing, because it's only got 1,200 pieces. But the minifigures are great, and the build is awesome. The fact that like actually can hold a speeder bike in the back, and you can have Luke like winch up to it and throw the bomb in basically, and also since the cockpit of the ET-AT can hold 3 people in it, is like a giant plus too.
The back of it can hold seats.
Yeah, exactly.
It's figures in it.
It's definitely like it's the only ET-AT I can say like that may be better, and that's just like the coolness factor of it is like the motorized one. I mean, imagine if they made this motorized, that would have been cool. But I don't think we're ever gonna get another motorized ET-AT. So this one's definitely one of the best ones that they've made, and it's definitely a great way to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back. You guys have anything you want to say about it?
I believe it's taller than the other models.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it is bigger. I mean, just judging by the fact that the cockpit is 100% bigger, I'd assume that they probably have to buff up everything else at least a little. Yeah. Okay. And also, I think
I'm not gonna get it because I don't have any storage for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna get it in like my second wave of summer sets, because my first wave is just gonna be AATs and 501st Battle Pack.
Same.
Yeah, same.
So yeah.
I don't really. The biggest original trilogies that I have is probably like the X-Wing from 2 years ago. This set isn't bad. Like the figures are great. I like the snowtroopers.
Yeah, and I think the General Veers in it is new, because they
Yeah.
use like the new
It's a new
helmet
helmet.
thing. Yeah.
But the problem is, his torso is blue. In the movie, it's more of an olive.
Really? Because in the
Yeah.
movie, to me, it just looked like it was a dark gray.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, but that's what they've done every other time.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I think the last
it's
two
more of an
AT-ATs were sand blue.
it's more of an olive green.
Okay, well,
It's gray except it has a little olive tint.
yeah.
Other than that,
Though honestly, I think I might prefer the sand blue over olive, even if it's less accurate.
I'll send a picture into
Yeah.
Discord chat.
So yeah,
Um,
I think the final verdict for this is like it's pretty decent of a set, and we like I think either we're planning on getting it or we would get it if we had space for it.
I just sent the picture in Discord.
Cool. One sec.
That's what
Oh my god.
I was talking.
Is the Lego Store exclusive. It's the Death Star Final Duel re-release. It's $100 and set 75291 with 775 pieces. Overall, I'm like kind of on the fence of getting it because it's 100% an improvement, and like the figures are also better. But I also might just rebuild the original one. I mean, I think the main thing that I'm excited with the set is that it opens up the possibility of sets like what's it called, Palpatine's Arrest being remade too, because I've wanted that set and I was stupid and didn't buy it when it came out.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, anyone else have anything about it?
Vader has arm printing.
Oh yes, I forgot to mention.
That's the
is
only
very
reason I
good.
would ever get this
Plus.
set. I mean,
See, I mean, at this point, I'm debating whether I want to just get Vader by himself or just get the whole set and
it's a
yeah.
play set,
Exactly.
and it's meant for play. Like, it's got all these play features and everything.
Though,
The
I mean,
Palpatine looks
honestly,
great with the new hood,
yeah,
and
Yeah.
but the Vader with the arm printing and the leg printing,
yeah.
I'd probably just order. They're gonna be expensive though.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the thing with this is, I mean, sure, it's a playset, but it also looks pretty decent as a display thing.
Not too sure about that.
I mean, I'd say, like, because, I mean, sure, it's kind of, like, open in areas, but...
Don't really like the red on the front. Looks too much like Palpatine's Coruscant office.
Yeah.
That was never on the Death Star. On the Death Star, it was an elevator. It's like that went up. So like nothing like that. The guards were on the other side of the door, and there was an elevator. Like it's completely inaccurate.
Yeah, I know.
That's the only issue I have with the set.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, it's Zach from the future, and I just realized I forgot about the set. It's the Resistance Transport, but it doesn't matter because no one's gonna buy it anyway. Bye. The next set is the Razor Crest. It's gonna be sold for $130 and $130, and then set 75292 with 1,000 pieces. This is like the Amazon exclusive for this wave. Overall,
And Lego Store.
yeah, overall, I think that it's really like good looking, and I'm probably gonna get it, but it's gonna probably be later down the life because there's just other sets I want more right now.
Yeah.
And also, it might be just me, but I think the engines are a little too small because on the actual Razor Crest they're like super disproportionate to the rest of it. But I actually kind of like them smaller because I think that it looks kind of derpy with the really big engines. It definitely looks like good, and honestly the main thing is I wish that I mean, it's completely unrealistic, but I wish that they had made it in all chrome, but they wouldn't have done that. So.
I wouldn't buy this with my own money. No, this is more of a set like. Normally, I normally they get me like the Harry Potter Hogwarts sets. I'm outlawing Harry Potter due to J.K. Rowling. But I don't want to get into politics. This is a good set. The figures are great.
Yeah, and obviously it's great because I think this is the second set to have the new Scout Trooper helmet.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. Like, it's crazy the difference between the old one and the new one.
Here's
And
Baby
again,
Yoda.
the Baby Yoda dude. Honestly, I wish
Oh,
they
yeah.
had the little like stroller for him. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but I think like people
It,
can easily
yeah,
make
I
that.
mean, I think I've seen like 10 of like those like custom mocks for them. So if I do get it, I'm probably gonna make one of those.
I wish they had like the Beskar armor Mandalorian instead of the
Yeah.
reunion one.
Yeah.
But I think
That's-
the thing is with that is when they were probably developing this like still before the actual show release, so
Yeah.
they might have not had all the info. And also I'm trying to remember. It was a while since I finished The Mandalorian, but didn't The Mandalorian have like his normal armor for longer in the season than Beskar? Or
Oh, he had his
Yeah.
Beskar,
He
the
had Beskar
entire
episode
arm.
3.
okay.
It-
Well, yeah, then I don't really know.
was in the first episode. He only had that armor in the first and second episodes.
Oh, okay.
The ATSD Raiders inaccurate because he had Beskar wearing.
Yeah.
But that thing came out before that episode.
Yeah, the set came out. Like, yeah.
It is a great set.
It's. I think it's a good set. It's just like Mandalorian's a little inaccurate. And I mean overall, I think it's gonna sell pretty well, and it's like fairly decent. Anyone else have anything they want to say? Yo, you guys there?
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Now that we've looked at all of the sets, we're just gonna go over like a tier list of them. These are not sorted yet, so don't worry. This set is not S tier, but overall, I think a lot of these sets are good, and it's a very good wave. So even like the bad sets aren't like terrible.
The transport is actually a good set.
Yeah, the transport's a good set. It's just no one
looks
knows
good.
about it really. Like no one
Who cares about
cares exactly. So we'll just start going top to bottom with the I can't even remember its name.
it? Night Buzzard.
Yeah, Night Buzzard. In my opinion, it's like B tier.
mm,
Maybe like.
so its only redeeming quality is the figures.
I would say A.
And
I mean, it's like C and half. It's like in the between like B and C.
say
Yeah, yeah.
B.
B.
Looks
Yeah,
good.
I
It's
agree.
just very, very small.
Okay. So B tier it is. Second. Okay. The 501st Battle Pack. I don't think we have to
S.
discuss this. It's S tier.
That's-
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
The Razor Crest I think is like A tier.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say it's here
I
also.
would say S.
Wilson, what do you think?
That's A.
A.
I'd say it's A.
Okay. A tier.
Somewhere in between.
Okay. Yeah. You know. Yeah. Sure. We'll be nice to it. We'll put it at like in the middle.
Yeah, this is fair.
The AAT. I think the AAT is also S tier.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think like
I would
again.
say
Perfect.
A, but
A.
I think that
yeah,
it has
put it
a
in A.
little-
It's
A,
not
yeah.
perfect, but it's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
so let's
A.
put it.
Yeah. Okay. 1 second. So now the resistance transport E, like
F,
E,
Yeah.
E, yeah.
No,
it's
just
E.
put it in like 1B.
Oh, actually, no. Do D. Do D.
D.
Because it doesn't look bad.
Put it
I'll
also
put it.
it's
I'll
like
put
not
it in
really-
between D and E. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
look bad. It's just a particularly bad ship to do.
Yeah.
So the advent calendar. Wilson, you're the expert. So where do you think this
I'd
should
say
go?
B.
B?
B. B.
Yeah.
B. Go B.
Yeah, B.
Okay. The AT-AT I think is S tier.
S.
Yeah.
Second. The final duel I think is like
C.
I think it's in between
Yeah,
A
in
and B.
between. Yeah, in between.
Yeah, in between A
Like
and
here. General Grievous Starfighter, I think is like a solid B.
D.
I would
say
say
Just because of the
it's
price.
I just
I would
don't
say
like the
it's C,
price.
like,
It's C
yeah.
because of the price. It's
Yeah.
not a bad set. It's just
That's a good
C.
point.
It's just the price.
Yeah.
Then
And then Anakin's Starfighter, I think again is also
E.
C.
I say C.
Yeah. Okay. So 1 sec, let me.
I don't
Actually, I
like
would
the
just say D,
price.
I would say D because it's just like a
Yeah,
remake of
it's
the
so.
Okay. So yeah, D. Like
The
they
Obi-Wan
should have made it. They
Starfighter.
should have made it later, probably.
If they added it with like a hyperdrive ring, then maybe it would be better, but they didn't.
Yeah, it would have been cool if we got another episode 3 hyperdrive.
Sadly.
But yeah, so this is the tier list for these sets. Obviously, you can see the 501st Battle Pack and the AT-AT are the best. And then a lot of other stuff is floating around the S to B tier, with just some other sets just down here, which aren't bad sets. They're just not like necessarily what we wanted. So yeah, on to the one last thing, and then we'll be done. The stuff that kind of didn't fall into this like category, I guess. So the thing that I want to start with is Star Wars Celebration, and like it got canceled, but I don't think Lego's unveiled like an official thing for how they're going to distribute the set, which I think is supposed to be like a Cloud City Luke versus Vader, which sounds very interesting. And I think that's a good set, but again, it's not.
It would definitely have the new arm.
Yeah.
If
Well,
it didn't, then
I mean, I think the real question is, like, if they're gonna keep using the new arm Vader, or if that's like a one-time thing, because I mean they've done that before, but I mean usually they do that for UCS stuff, so I don't really know.
If they make it, they should just keep it. If it's an improvement, they like.
I would say it's a one-time thing.
I think that hopefully they will keep it, but again, who knows? Then there's like the brick sketches, which I mean the Star Wars ones right now. I'm not interested in because they just seem pretty overpriced, and again, like I don't like sequel stuff, so it's not interesting to me. Then the Mandalorian and Child brickheads. I'm not gonna get it because I just don't get brickheads, but I think that they're good.
I might actually get it. I don't collect brickheads. I have one from like 4 years ago.
If I saw it on sale, I would probably get it, but
yeah, it's $20. Like, but it doesn't look bad.
Yeah, no, they look good and they're cute. It's just I don't.
It's gonna
like,
sell
it's
too
not on
because
the top.
people that aren't like in Lego collectors are gonna be like, "Oh, it's
Yeah.
Baby Yoda."
Exactly. And then there's like the big like rumor for like a mosaic. It's either Darth Maul or Darth Vader. I'm hoping it's Darth Maul because I think that he would look better on a mosaic.
The idea is nice.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be upset if it was Darth Vader. I don't know if I would get it just because it's probably going to be a lot of 1x1 pieces, and I mean it doesn't sound like it would be super of an super interesting build. And
I would just get it for the parts.
just, the thing is, it's also probably going to be like $200.
Yeah.
And then the last thing is the UCS leak for the shuttle Tidarium or Imperial shuttle. I'm really hoping this comes true because even like I'm looking at like new unbox Imperial shuttles because I want to get one. But if I mean I hope that it comes true because it's a great ship and I think it would be and it's
$100.
it wouldn't be $800. It would be like 300, 400.
Yeah, I think so.
Which I mean I have the money for that, so I would get it. So yeah, that's the end. So now until I close. Overall, I think this was a really good wave, and I think everyone is on my side on this. I don't think that there's any like inherently bad sets except like the fact that like they just weren't like memorable or like weren't in a movie at all. Looking at you, resistance transport. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna get like 70% of the sets here, and that's a lot more than I usually get from a wave. So, yeah, I'd say it's a really good wave. Anyone have any different opinions?
Good.
Okay, yeah, so,
Yeah, great too.
yeah, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, unless you're a bot. And I'm gonna have my friends' Instagrams or YouTubes in YouTube channels in the description. So yeah, bye.
All right.